morning. Good Monday morning to our DBS viewers. It is a beautiful day in the Helen of the West. I hope you had an awesome and a safe weekend. Those of you who probably still reviving from the Denry Carnival, I hope you behaved yourself. I hope you behaved yourself and you will be behaving yourself in the coming weeks because Carnival is certainly on. Let's see what's going on in our news department. Maybe they caught some highlight from some of what happened over the weekend, and then we will be back.
Good morning. We start with news that 31-year-old Tani Cherubin is the island's 41st homicide victim for the year. Reports indicate that Cherubin was allegedly in a dispute with another individual the day before and was shot whilst heading to work Friday morning.
I was not present when it happened. I just heard that my cousin was shot, so I came to the scene. But when I arrived, I heard that he had an issue with the guy yesterday, and the guy threatened to kill him. But this morning he was about to go to work, waiting for a bus, and the guy just walked up to him and shot him.
A Millet resident who has lived in the area for 40 years says she has never witnessed gun violence in that community. She says that she was in her shop when she heard the sound of gunfire. She says Cherubin was not a bad person, and the incident occurred on Friday, 28th June 2024. The island's homicide toll is now at 41. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has responded to calls from the Director of Public Prosecution, Dasrian Green, for an independent agency to investigate alleged police-involved crimes. At a recent press conference to provide an update to the public on high-profile police-involved shootings, Green disclosed that he had recommended that the government set up such an agency.
This, I find, as in other jurisdictions, promotes transparency and public confidence in an agency that is separate from the police force and therefore not under the command of any authority. The formation of this Special Investigations Unit or agency was recommended to the government of St. Lucia, and I am aware that Cabinet Conclusion number 120, dated the 8th of February 2021, approved its formation and was passed on to the Office of the Attorney General for the necessary action. To date, I can advise that this agency has not been formalized and the investigators are still under the command of the Commissioner of Police.
Prime Minister Pierre has acknowledged the importance of addressing concerns surrounding police shootings. He emphasized the government's commitment to transparency and accountability in law enforcement. The Prime Minister, of course, is also the National Security Minister. A mother is pleading with drivers to be cautious on the road after her daughter was struck by a vehicle last month at the pedestrian crossing on Jeremy Street in Castries. The mother says her daughter, who suffered 2 broken legs, is now traumatized and has vowed never to use a pedestrian crossing again.
Arriving on the scene, she was already brought to OKU Hospital. When I reached there, I realized that her left leg was deformed. She spent 10 days at the hospital. She had major surgery on both of her legs because both legs are broken at the moment as we speak. Actually, it's a month since that accident happened, but she's taking it really hard at the moment.
The woman says her family is not able to stay at their residence as there is not a proper road for the ambulance to easily access her daughter. Therefore, she has had to rent a house closer to the road and adds that her daughter has been having nightmares since the incident. As a result, she has had to seek counseling for her daughter. Protest action by employees of Bank of St. Lucia continued for a second day outside the bank's Bridge Street branch in Castries. The employees are calling for the dismissal of one of the bank's senior managers for alleged disrespect and victimization of employees. The impact of the protest on the bank's business was even greater as it occurred on the last 2 business days of the month.
When you have issues with your staff, you need to try and solve it ASAP because you have to give the public the service, the customers. Your customers must get the service, especially on a month end when people need their money, they need service. You cannot just be living and being there like you don't care and what happened. No, the customers, your priority have to be good service to the customers. And if the Bank of St. Lucia does not do that, I think a lot of customers will pack up and leave and get another bank.
Attempts to get comment from the bank's management and the employees' representatives as the bargaining agent, the National Workers' Union, were unsuccessful, with no indication how long the protests will continue for. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Kendall. We need to take a short break. We'll be back. Well, we are going to be kicking things off with a really wonderful note this morning because we are heading down to Sulphur City. The SRDF is now launching off their 2024 scholarship program again, and they are very excited about it. Lovely Sentemi and a member from the HR department spoke to us about the prospect ahead. We're here with Lovely Sentemi again, and Lovely, certainly her name just says it all because she's always so gorgeous, and we love catching up with her.
So sweet.
I know, but we're here now because it's the 2024 launch of the scholarship program. We caught up with you last year concerning that, and you were so excited because there was some new things added on to, you know, how it was rolled out, and you were excited about that prospect. So how are things again? How did last year go? How is the young girl faring? Is she still out there? She's still doing her thing because you offered full scholarship, of course. All right.
Did.
Tell me.
So, of course, it's the 2024 scholarship program. It's officially open. You can get your applications in. For us, this is a flagship program. It speaks to what SRDF does, our mandate, what we're all about. Education really is the cornerstone. It is what gets community development going, national development going. And so we are making it possible for parents to ensure that their children can pursue their educational dreams. Last year we had over 200, I think close to 300 applicants in our program. That speaks to the impact of what the SRDF does. Let's put it into context. About 300 families are able to get their children off to school with all the required textbooks. We give you all of the required textbooks for our high performers. You get a stipend, a financial donation from the SRDF. And then, of course, you mentioned we added a new element last year, which is our full university scholarship. So our first recipient for that inaugural program was Miss Ayana Seal. She is now off to Barbados at the University of the West Indies pursuing her bachelor's degree. So this year we're super excited to see who is going to be the person awarded the SRDF University Scholarship. There's still time to get those applications in, and let's not forget, from primary school, secondary school, tertiary level, so you're talking Sir Arthur, and now also on-campus study for your degree. Now, Maureen, I need to say hats off to our HR department. And I'm so thrilled that our HR officer could join us today, Mr. Mancia Faswa. She has been putting in so much work with this program. She has some help now. We have some interns on board. But my, oh my, it is quite the task, but it is a labor of love because we want to see those babies off to school and charting a brighter future for Soufre and their families.
Well, now you got me excited. I'm excited. I'm going to, scoot on over here now and talk to you a little bit about, what it's like working on a program like that. And now I'm understanding that it was a full hands and you're only now getting some help. So like she said, it's got to be something that you're passionate about. What is it like working in a program like that?
It's very rewarding. Seeing the students and family members benefit from our hard work at SRDF is very rewarding.
What is the role really you play?
I am the bursary coordinator. Yes. I go through a tedious process of reviewing students' applications, purchasing books, preparing their rewards, the financial rewards.
Okay.
Yes.
And you were doing that all alone?
Yes.
Wow. Well, good. I'm happy you're getting some help in that department now. What is it looking like this year with the little help on hand?
Well, we're just starting off, so we're expecting a large turnout this year. A Around next week there, we will be getting a heavy turnout of applications.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. No, lovely. What is the process for, and it is geared at people within the Sufre region, right? Or community?
Yes. So what we've done from last year when we brought on the help, we said, let us go out into the communities. You know, as they say, if Muhammad cannot come to the mountain will go to Muhammad. So we brought in some young interns and we decided that we would host sensitization drives. So in as much as we would send the applications to the schools and we would ask the principals to speak to the parents and let them know that there is a place that they can turn to for help, we decided that we should do more. And so we brought on the interns. So we're creating employment for young people in Sufre as well. They get to do that internship with us and they get to be part of something meaningful. So we go into the communities. We're starting off next week, the 2nd of July. We're at the Old Trafford complex. You know it as the Sufre bus terminal. So there we will have our interns and of course Ms. Faswa will be on hand. Our team will be there with the application forms. We will walk you through what you need to do, the entire process, the documents that you need to bring in. So we're there to hold your hand. And for people who might not know, sometimes we take it for granted that everybody knows that there is this level of support available. But that is not always the case. Some people have never heard of the program, or maybe they've heard, but they've been intimidated. They're not sure how to complete the application. They don't know whether they meet the requirements. So we're not just doing the town circuit, which starts on the 2nd of July. We're also going into Fort Saint-Jacques. We're going into Bouton. We're going into Fort Gelib. Any community we feel that might be underserved, maybe it's a bit remote, maybe the folks have not been able to come down to the SRDF office in town to access the application forms, we are going to them. Because if you need help, we want to make certain that you have an opportunity to access that help. That's the whole cause, making education accessible.
Right. Well, lovely. I think you wrapped it up pretty much nicely. Kudos to the foundation again, because this is vital. And, you know, the quality this adds to the fabric of the entire nation. You can't put a handle on it. You can't put a price tag on it. So you guys, big up to you, and big up to the foundation. All you're doing good things. I will come to this Alphabet and I will actually pay the money this time because I know where the money goes.
Because it goes back into the community.
I used to complain to pay the loan. I said, why I pay to do this? Now I understand. I go pay the money. As a matter of fact, I will pay for everybody. I won't try to sneak in no one, I promise.
And then one day you can look back and say, hey, you know what? All of those fees that I paid to go to the Sulphur Springs or climb Gopitor Nature Trail, approximately 300 students every year get to pursue their educational dreams.
Absolutely.
Because of that kind of support.
Check out the SRDF, and of course, in any way that you can help or support the foundation, you do that because they're doing some awesome stuff. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot it this morning, my spice necklace, because last week we went over to the Coco Palm Resort at the conference room because we had a delegate of Grenadians over here who were, you know, strengthening the partnership with inter-regional traveling between themselves and St. Lucia, of course. Here's some highlights. Well, guess what? The Grenadians decide if I'm not coming home, they're going to come to me. So I'm here with a bunch of Grenadians. You know, this is actually, Randy, you're going to give them your designation and why you were here.
Well, my name is Randy Dolan. I'm the chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, and we're here to promote the beautiful destination of Grenada, the Spice Island of the Caribbean. But I think more importantly, just share the message that, you know, we have two wonderful destinations, and we could definitely send people between both. You know, we have the great airlift, so I think it's something that we start really promoting.
What? No, this is right because I've been here for quite some time on the island of St. Lucia, and I've been asking myself, or tried, back in my brain a couple of times, and I'm saying we need greater exchange between the two islands.
Absolutely.
There's so much that we share. There's a lot of
correct.
Grenadians here. There's a
That's
lot of
correct.
St. Lucian in Grenada, and I thought that from a administrative standpoint, we did not capitalize enough on that. So I was very happy in your speech when you said this is one of the mission while you have decided to come over to St. Lucia to actually start or initiate this first round of what could become something even greater.
That's exactly right. We're one Caribbean, we're one people. We're very different, but we're very much the same. So St. Lucia has a lot to offer, and so does Grenada. We're a great complement to each other. And now the connectivity is a lot easier. We have Inter-Caribbean, and then we also have the direct flight from here in Nora on British Airways straight to Morris Bishop International Airport. And it's a very easy flight, very affordable, in fact, as well. So the thing about it is that, it's really about how do we continue to stay connected and spread that word, because a lot of the times it just means that we need to be egged on just a little bit. A gentle reminder that these beautiful countries all exist, that we should continue to visit, especially in the OECS and CARICOM. And of course, we have so much to offer each other, right? So we have beautiful Grenadine islands as well in Grenada, beautiful waters, and you do here as well. But you have the pitons and you have everything else that you have going. And I just love that Creole French culture that exists here in St. Lucia. It is my first time here, and I'm already very impressed.
You'll be back. I know you'll be back.
I will absolutely be back because I've always heard so many wonderful things about St. Lucia, but the fact that it's so similar to Grenada.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy for this opportunity to be here, experience this beautiful country, and again, spread the word that we could do this continuously. There'll be more people like myself coming and visiting St. Lucia and vice versa. So I think that we have this wonderful time. It's a wonderful time now that we could, start that conversation about better integration.
Absolutely. I'm happy, but this time around we're talking about travel and maybe the hotels and indulging in the tours and stuff like that. Now, Carnival, St. Lucia is right smack dunk in the middle of their carnival, and right after that, Grenada is going to be in their carnival. Would the future plans will you consider more in-depthly maybe a cultural exchange throughout these two festivals?
Absolutely. That's the whole point of the mission. It's to start those conversations, get in touch with our Spice Mass Corporation in Grenada, and we could continue to send more information to the market where we, take the message to the people, let them know this is what's happening, let them be fully aware that St. Lucia's Carnival is happening. We have the capacity on the airlines to get people back and forth very easily. And I think that, this is a starting point where we are now going to start really taking the message to the world with intention, right? To know that, St. Lucia's having this, Grenada's having that, right? And we can make that exchange a lot more seamlessly than we could have previously. So we have to start really taking advantage of the resources that we do have now, that connectivity, and really being intentional, getting the word out there. Just as much as we're here doing the same, spreading that word, we expect that St. Lucia will come into Grenada and will do the same as well. So it's all about regional connectivity. We don't compete with each other, we complement each other. And I think that's the most important thing that we sort of have to understand. And you have so much to offer here, we have so much to offer there.
Right. Is the administrative body on the ground here in St. Lucia embracing this era?
Oh yes, absolutely. We have to thank your reps here from your tourism authority in St. Lucia. They've been very gracious and generous in terms of giving their time and offering us assistance, making things easier for us here. And that's obviously going to be reciprocated all the time. We do it across the region for our peers. So yes, there's always been a great working connectivity, but I think now we really just need to continue to do the groundwork, right? Keep everyone informed as to exactly what's happening, and let's continue to spread that good word.
Would that be the take home?
That is the take home. The take home is, Grenada, the beautiful Isle of Spice. We are obviously inviting you to come and see our beautiful country, our beautiful tri-island state. We have so much to offer. Beautiful scenery as well, but a lot of great culture, a lot of great product, and a lot of great activity, and the warm friendliness of the people. So come and enjoy the beautiful Spice Island whenever you have a chance. Easy trip. And we look forward to welcoming you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Randy.
Thank
and
you.
of course, obviously, we're looking forward to seeing you some more back here in St. Lucia as well.
My first time, definitely would not be my last.
And I'll see you
I'll be
in
back.
August. We jump in a job together. We're
We
doing
will play
this.
the job.
Absolutely.
The job must play.
Job must play. Wonderful. Randy Gall.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's SocaCize session. Leading the wine, we have Suzanne from Studio Fit and Healthy 911 and myself, Shani, from SocaCize St. Lucia. Let's get ready to flaunt with SocaCize. For this morning's workout, we will be doing a cardio soca jam routine to Plaque by Umpa and Servants. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna dip in our laundry basket and hang out the clothes. Let's go. Down, up, down, up, down. Let's go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. We're gonna lunge and squat. Let's go. Lunge. Squat. Squat. Right. Yes. Keep going. Chest up. Right. 4, 3. In our hands, we wash it. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Position no black. Hey, 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 hey. Next load, next load. Down and let's go. Woo! Now wash it, clean. You're bending skills, giving chills. 4, squeaky, clean. 3, now wash it, clean. 2, you're bending skills, lunge, squat. Make sure your knees strong. Yes. When you bend down, or you squat down. Washing the form, make sure your knees strong. When you bend down, or you squat down. 4, 3, 2, wash it. It make it black, 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 black. Position no black, 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 black. And body go black, 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 black. Mate that out black, 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 black. Let's go. Squeaky, clean. Now wash it, clean. You're bending skills, giving chills. Squeaky, clean. 3, now wash it, clean. 2, lunge. Make sure you're strong when you bend down or you squat down. Washing the form, make sure your knees strong. As low as you can go. Or you squat down. Washing the form. Wash it. It make it black, 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 black. Hey. Position no black, 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 black. And body go no black, 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 black. Mate that out black, 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 black. It make it black, 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 black. Position no black, 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 black. Hey. And body go no black, 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 black. Mate that out black, 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 black. Squeaky. Squeaky. Now wash it, clean. You're bending skills, giving chills. 4, squeaky, clean. 3, now wash it, clean. 2, you're bending skills, you know it. Giving. Make sure your knees strong when you bend down. Or you now if you can't go too low, that's okay. Step it. Good. When you bend down, or you 4, 3. Last load. Make it black, 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 black. Position no black, 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 black. And when you go no black, 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 black. Mate that out black, 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 black. Woo! That was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Do remember to flaunt today.
Wonderful. Well, that is our program for today. This awesome Monday. We bid you to go on out and be awesome, be great. And remember, we're heading into the carnival and festivities. And we want to spread the message that responsible enjoyment it is and arrive alive, So definitely take on some road responsibility as well.